Good morning from day 5 here on the Appalachian Trail. We were up early today to try to catch a sunrise. We'll see if we can. I thought this was a pretty cool spot to start the video. It is Jax and I again, and we are probably gonna push for 16 something today, but yeah, we're chasing a sunrise. It's a little foggy. You can see things. It makes it look really cool. So let's find out if we can't catch the sun peeking out over there. While Jax is getting his snacks out, I figured I'd show you breakfast for the morning. A jumbo iced honey bun from Mountain Crossings. But here's where we are. It's rather windy. I don't know what the microphone's gonna pick up for wind, but we are up here on a ridge. I think our first climb today is to Cow Rock Mountain, and I think it was last year, but there's a comment on Far Out about a nest of copperheads, so we will see if they are still nesting there this year. Stay tuned. Okay, that's kind of the summit up there, but out here we have a little lookout from the top of Wolf Laurel Top. I'm watching my feet, making sure there's no snakes gonna pop out at me. It's kind of cold, so they'd be pretty aggressive if they were, but here we're looking out at this beautiful morning. Those clouds in the mountains, beautiful. Over here is Cow Rock Mountain, which is the one with the comment about copperheads, but last year, so they might have moved on, or I don't know how snakes do things, but the family could be there making new generations. So here we go, working our way up, I believe, Cow Rock Mountain. Going up. I gotta learn your technique. We're on Cow Rock Mountain. We've got an overlook, and we were warned about places that copperheads could be, and we're exploring, looking for them. Fortunately and unfortunately, I don't think we have any, so here's the view. This is Jax. We were up there. Now we're coming to a gap that I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name. I'll show you the sign if there is one when we get there. We'll try to pronounce it. Tesnati, Tesnati, one of those, maybe. But here we've got these rocks, and if anybody in the comments knows what kind of rocks these are that the mountains have been made of, we're curious. Somebody knows for sure, let us know. But it's been a continuous descent all the way to this point. And heading into a gap. And I don't want to jinx it, but wouldn't it be something if there's trail magic there? I don't know anything about this gap in popularity, but we'll see. We had some good trail magic yesterday. First thing, right when we got dropped off, they hounded us in a good way with snacks, tiny mini first aid kits, wristbands that we're probably gonna toss away, hot chocolate, cookies, coffee. It was one after the other. So that was a great experience there. But I did show you that in the other video, but I'm just reflecting on it. That gap. And we just came, we were about a mile in from there, so we've done almost 4.5 this morning so far.
I think I'm gonna dig into my honey bun. You already had yours, right?
I did. Pretty neat rock formation here. But we've been climbing for a little while. A bunch of steep, what do they call them, switchbacks up here, making our way to Hogpen Gap. And we passed a couple that was working southbound, but doing a no-bow through hike, who today is their anniversary. So we wanted to have an easier day today, and then working their way back to a cabin at Mountain Crossings area. But they told us something that put a pep in our step going up those switchbacks, and I will show you when we get to the gap. Could it be Hogpen Gap with trail angels? We're basically running downhill to this. Be careful. Look both ways. It is some trail magic. Stew. Did you get your coffee?
Yes, sir. I haven't started it yet.
What's up? Put your bowl right here.
As far as possible.
Okay.
Okay. According to Far Out, we are at the top of Sheep Rock Top. And that's probably right where this little trail piece is. Had a good workout since the trail magic, which was excellent. They had beef and vegetable soup, a bunch of candy, nice cold soda pops. I had a Coke. Charging stations, they refilled our water for us. Pasta salad, fresh fruit, you name it. They pretty much had it. So we're very grateful for them. And they even gave us a blessing. It's our second one in 2 days. So we are thankful and carrying on. I didn't get much video from back there, but this doesn't look so much like it. But we were on a part that we passed a guy, and he said that it was an old planned road that they were clearing out slightly before World War II, for like a scenic drive, kind of like the one that goes through the Blue Ridge Mountain Parkway, I think it is. But then he said World War II happened and that kind of halted it, so I guess it kind of just worked out with the AT going through. They incorporated that to it, so it just looked like what would have been a dirt road, and then half of it was overgrown and half of it was the trail. And our right side going northbound was a big drop off, and then yeah, it was just a trail, but we were cruising, so I didn't really think about a video then. But now we've kind of made the transition back into the woods, and we got a handful of miles left to go. We've got a spot in mind, potentially a little farther. They're talking about some cold nights coming up, which is fine, we're prepared, but we've also got a plan to jump off into Hiawassee, either for a Nero or a Zero. So it could just work out that we get off trail at least one of the below freezing nights. So let's see where we end up. Okay, it seems like we're kind of back to that carved out road idea. So I get to show you at least steep downhill, a little mound up there, but what would have been a carved out road. And we're making way.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yep.
Okay, we've made it to Blue Mountain Shelter, which is up there, but we are going to be tenting it tonight. And right here is the setup. You guys all good?
Yeah.
Excellent.
You know, it's a